Good morning, or should I say good afternoon, from Vermont. Took a little road trip up here from Long Island. It took me about 6 hours to drive here from Long Island. That means that I am very hungry, so our first stop on this little Vermont road trip, we're here in Burlington. Well, this place, it didn't really look like it was like recommended a lot, but it looks like it's kind of like a well-known place. It's called Myer's Bagels, and it's a Montreal-style bagel, which, if you don't know what that is, I think it's like a wood-fired flat bagel, like a flagel. It's Montreal style, I don't know. They're really good. I actually had it when I was in Toronto for the first time. I had these bagels, and yeah, so it just kind of caught my eye. So let's go inside and see how they are. So I ended up going with the Ivan. It has an egg, brie cheese, avocado, and sriracha. Hopefully it's not like too spicy. I don't know. Okay, I couldn't really like talk much in there because it was very awkward. Like, there was someone sitting like directly next to me, so I didn't want to like talk, and it was, I don't know, it was just weird. But the bagel was pretty good. It was not spicy at all. I think the ones I had in Toronto were better, but you know, I need a little lunch after this long drive, so. Okay, so our next destination is, I'm still a little confused on honestly what it is. It's basically like a farm slash museum situation. It's called Shelburne Farms. There's also like nature trails and everything, and it's on a lake. So I'm still a little confused as to like what we're gonna kind of see there, but it's right down the road. So let's go. We made it to Shelburne Farms. This looks like a very large property, so I feel like we should probably find a map. The only thing I did forget, regrettably, from home is sunscreen, and there is a lot of open space with not a lot of shade, it looks like here. So here's a look at the map. As you can see from down here, it is, this blue trail is 4.5 miles. Very long, so it's probably like 2 miles to the lake here. But I do kind of want to see this in. It looks really pretty on pictures, and yeah, there's just a lot to see here. Like I said, it's all like open fields. All right, we're doing it. We're going to the farm barn first. This is a really pretty property. Like I said, it's just very large. This is just the first area right here, and honestly, you can't even see anything like of note. This path is about 3/4 of a mile, so really not bad at all to the farm barn. Took a picture of the map, so hopefully I won't get lost. There was like a little information stand and like a welcome center. I'll show that more when we come back. I'm trying to look and see if there were like other parking areas, like if you kind of want to drive the route. There is a tractor situation, like a shuttle that'll like take you around. I don't really know about that. And you know, it's such a nice day. It's like not humid at all up here, and it's like 75 degrees. Yeah, right now I'm just enjoying this walk. So basically we started over there, that little house right there, walked all the way along, and now according to the sign, we're going to go through like a more wooded area. You can see back over there the little tractor ride people are riding on. It's honestly a smart idea. And yeah, we're almost at this is just called the farm barn. Like I said, it's just very open. I love this. It's just like, you're just out here. This is so like different. I don't know. We have stumbled upon some what looks like sheep and some cows. From a distance I thought like they were just like free roaming, but no, they're definitely caged in. Cute. There's so many of them, oh my god. Now we're actually entering the barn area. It's really, really pretty. Here in this courtyard area, they have some more sheep. Right over here. And cows. They have a whole woodworking shop in here too. Not only do you guys see how the cheese is made, but you can also have some samples. This is a 3 here. Made right over there. Oh, really good. From this balcony, you get a view of the whole courtyard here. Main barn, that's like that tractor. That's I guess where it drops you off. Alright, let's head into the bakery. Look how adorable these little babies are. Oh my god, so cute. They're so little and they were running before. Oh, here they go. Oh. This is like the cutest thing I've ever seen. Oh. I have a little Happy Tuesday activity sign here. Look at this view right here. This is so pretty. I just turned around. We came up this hill here. And look how gorgeous this view is. We made it to the lake. Look how pretty this is. This is like picture perfect right here. Just basically give you guys an idea of where we came from. We started here, walked all the way, this is that barn, then we walked all the way through these woods here, and this is where that really pretty view was, right there. Take this back way around, so I can make a whole circle. And I bet this would be really, really pretty in the fall too, like with all the fall foliage. I would definitely come here and check this out. I'm just like walking here and just randomly there'll be just like a group of cows. These guys are all under this one piece of shade right here. Alright, we have made it back to the welcome center. Alright, I have secured the goods. Obviously, I wasn't going to come to Vermont without getting pure Vermont maple syrup. I am getting very hot and burnt, so it's time to go to our next stop. Hi, how much is it?
Just you there?
Yeah.
$5.
And how long is the trail to the top?
20 miles.
Alright, we are here at Mount Philo State Park. Like I said, it's about 0.8 miles to the summit, and I can tell it's going to be like a really, really, really pretty view because we're going to be facing the mountains and Lake Champlain. Yeah, so it's 0.8 miles. It was $5 to get in. It's about $3.40 right now. I don't really want to I don't really want this to take too long. We'll see how we're doing. Like I said, it's only 0.8 miles, but it is an incline, and it's already starting, so. Alright, we have made it to the top of the trail, and it is beautiful. It was a little difficult. As you can tell, I'm sweating. Some incline there. But at the end, it was a little flat, so that was nice. But, wow, I'm gonna soak in this view for a few minutes before heading back down. It is such a clear day, so you can just see everything from this point. Alright, soaked in the view for a few minutes. Now it's time to head back down and get in the car and head to the hotel to check in. So, I'll see you there. Hello, it is hours later now. It's about, well, not hours, I don't know, like an hour and a half later. It's about 7:15 or so, and we're gonna go out for the night. I'm very hungry. I'm in the mood for a burger, and I think this place we're gonna go to is gonna have a really good burger. And definitely have to get the maple creamy, so we're gonna see what that is later. Very dehydrated and hungry and tired, so not a good combination, but let's try to fix some of those things. Right now, we're gonna go downtown Burlington on the waterfront, and that's where our place to eat is gonna be. Alright, let's go. Alright, we are downtown and we're going right here, Burlington Bay Cafe. So we're here, Burlington Bay Cafe. Look at this view I have in front of me. The sun's right in my eyes, but look. Alright, so pretty basic, but I just got like a barbecue burger. Looks decent, and then fries. And again, this view. Okay, that was actually really good. I wasn't expecting it to be that good, but just goes to show that it doesn't need to be fancy to be good. So now I'm just walking on the Island Line Trail, which we're actually going to check out more of tomorrow. But it is just such a peaceful vibe down here. This is like literally the most perfect like setting for a park. Like look how pretty this is, like that view. I swear I can just look at like mountains and sunsets like literally for the rest of my life. Like there's just something so calming about it. It's so peaceful. Like it's just a very calm energy right now. Alright, now it's time for the moment of truth. Creemees. So here's the tea. A creemee is not anything like special. It's literally just soft serve ice cream, but they call it creemees here, which I just love. I just love like a unique name for something, even if it's just like the state specific. I don't know, it's just so much fun to call it a creemee than a soft serve ice cream. You know what I mean? And once again, I have an amazing view. The sun just going below the horizon there. What an absolutely great way to finish out the day. Absolutely beautiful sunset down there on Lake Champlain. Like literally, not to like exaggerate, but it is probably one of the most beautiful sunsets I've ever seen. Like just sunset over the mountains, and then you add a lake, and then like it's the perfect temperature out. It is amazing. Like just so pretty, so calm, relaxing, like just so good. Anyway, gonna pick this vlog back up tomorrow for another whole day of Vermont adventures here in Burlington and in surrounding areas. So I'll see you guys tomorrow, but for you it's just like a few seconds. So yeah, just stay tuned. Good night. Good morning. It is now Wednesday morning. I woke up a little bit late, kind of slept in. It's 9:20 right now. So we're gonna head back downtown to the same spot we were yesterday, have some breakfast, and we're gonna explore the main strip of Burlington, and we're gonna do some more hiking. Yeah, and then we're gonna do some more stuff later in the day. So yeah, but I do need to get going because it's already starting to get late. So let's go to breakfast. All right, we're right back where we were yesterday. That is the place that we ate at last night. And over there is where we got creemees. And yeah, we're going to a place called August 1st for breakfast this morning and coffee, of course. Just love how you can see the mountains from everywhere. It's so pretty. Looks very crowded. Look at the menu here. Got a honeybee latte. Partially just caught my eye because there's a bee in the view Rodrigo, so. That's really good. Alright, so I had to get the griddle, oh, it's sticky. It's really sticky. Biscuit, and it comes with like a maple butter and jam of some kind. So I had to try that. And the this sandwich is the Eat the E storm. It's like an onions, cheese, salon, arugula. Looks pretty good. Also just obsessed with the vibe of this place. I think it's a very small plate. Very small amount of egg. You can tell, but really good. Alright, that was actually really good. Now, it's very sticky, so I don't want to like pick it up. It's like a fried biscuit. It's about to be a religious experience. I can tell. That is insanely good. Alright, that was really good place. I don't know why I was like kind of doubting it before I went in, but I was like, is it gonna be like, well, no, it's really good. Vibes are immaculate in there. It's just super cute. The sandwich was really great. Coffee's good, and that biscuit was amazing. Now we're gonna go check out the main town area of Burlington. So there is a decent hill, as you can see down there, the water, right there. And yeah, we gotta come up this hill, and now we're turning and heading up towards the main street, which is up there. Alright, here we are on Church Street. This is a pedestrian-only street that has like, it's like the main street of this town. A lot of shops, a lot of restaurants down here. One thing I have noticed, and that's pretty apparent, is the French influence. Like French Canadian, because we are only like an hour to the border. Montreal is like less than 2 hours away. People at breakfast next to me were speaking French, and I've noticed signs are in French. There's the Quebec flag right there, so yeah, it's just something that's kind of cool about the city. I love all the murals everywhere too. They're on like every building. Alright, now we're heading down towards the waterfront again to walk along that Island Line trail that we were on yesterday, then go on a little hike. My body's a little sore from yesterday, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, we are now on the hiking trail out to Rocky Point, I think it's called. It doesn't look too long, and there's really not much elevation to gain, so it should be pretty flat the whole way. So we just walked all the way along here, along the beach, and this little part right here. Now we're just gonna go out to the point and then come right back. So far it's been mostly these wooden plank boardwalks, which has been really nice to keep my feet, my shoes clean, and you know, just makes it go a lot faster and easier. Alright, I think we have reached the point right here. Here it is, Rocky. So pretty. I kind of want to go down further, but I don't know. We are really here at the edge. Don't want to slip down there. And there's the city of Burlington back there, where we started. And there's Lake Champlain. So pretty. Here we are at the official viewpoint. There's a long way down there. Now, like, there are ways to like get down there to the coast, but I don't really know how I'd get back up or down, to be honest. So we won't be doing that today. And just like that, we're back on the beach. Really a short trail. It literally take like 10 minutes to get back and forth. Now this water does look very enticing to get in, but I forgot a bathing suit, so Won't be getting in, but I totally would if I brought one. It just looks so nice. And it's really not that, I felt it before, but it's such a nice temperature. Next time I come back, I want to rent a bike and do the Island Line Trail instead of walking it. I feel like it's meant to be biked. And bring a bathing suit and get in this lake. It's so pretty. I'm just loving the vibe of like a lake summer. All right, let's go get lunch. All right, we're here at Farmers and Foragers. Here's a look at the menu. In the back. It's like a food truck situation. All right, so here's what we got. We got the pork tacos. So I think the tortillas were made in Vermont. Basically the point of this place that something from every dish is like made in Vermont. So I think this is the tortillas. And then I got a watermelon lemonade because it's just so hot. So, all right, that was actually very delicious. Now let's head to Stowe Mountain, into the mountains for gondola. All right, we did it. We made it to Stowe Mountain Gondola. We're gonna go all the way up there. All the way up there. Got our ticket. Doing it. Dang, so we got the whole cabin to ourselves. Still have quite a ways to go. The view is just so beautiful. Do have to mention that this was $45 a person. Definitely an expensive gondola experience, and like I've done these in like the Rocky Mountains and they were not that expensive. Take that into consideration, but it's still just a cool experience. I mean, it is beautiful. It reminds me of being in Colorado, honestly. So yeah, but it's not cheap. It's not a cheap activity. I'll say that. All right, we have made it to this top Stowe Mountain, or one of the mountains of this resort. The view is absolutely incredible. It's such a clear day, so you can see so far. It's significantly cooler up here. It feels like fall, or from summer to fall. This right here looks like a zip line, maybe, at one point, or that looks really cool. Look at this view. Oh my gosh, incredible. There's all the peaks that we're looking at. Looking at Vermont now, as the rest of the trip we were kind of looking at New York. And yeah, there's also a restaurant up here, bathrooms, a gift shop inside. It's not much. There's also like hiking trails too. This is a map here of the entire resort. You can see we're all the way up there. So 3,625 feet. And yeah, it's a ton of skiing. Obviously none of that's going on right now. But yeah. Physical activity, all this hiking has gotten me wanting a sweet treat. And when I think of Vermont, I think of a few things, but one thing I definitely think of is Ben and Jerry's. We are at the factory, the mecca of Ben and Jerry's. This is where they're from. We're not going to do the factory tour today. I've actually done it before, and it's pretty neat, but we're just going to get ice cream. I have the top 10 flavors here. Real ones know that this is the best flavor right here. None of that half-baked. Ended up getting Chunky Monkey because I just have been kind of wanting to try this flavor, so this is the opportunity. They didn't have any flavors that are like exclusive to here, like any maple or anything like that. So yeah. One thing that's fun is that out here there is a flavor graveyard of all of the flavors they used to have and don't have anymore. Alright, it's time to make one final stop on this Vermont adventure, which is going to be a waterfall about 30 minutes down the road, and then we're going to head home. We are here at our final stop, Warren Falls. I've seen pictures, it looks really, really pretty, so we're just gonna go check it out real quick. Just what I want to see. Only 800 feet to the Cascades. This looks like the best view of it right here. I mean, it kind of goes all the way up there. A lot of people swimming in it. I wish I can get in. Once again, I don't have a bathing suit. Alright, and that is going to do it for our time here in Vermont. I had a great time. Really enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I feel like we really did a lot in these 2 days, and it wasn't even honestly 2 full days, but like 5 p.m. And we got here yesterday at like 12, so it's really like a 30 hours in Vermont. I think it's honestly a beautiful state. The scenery is like in the northeast. I really think it's probably like second to Maine. I gotta get going, but hope you guys enjoyed watching this vlog, a little Vermont adventure. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!